Okay, Hawaii, I'm actually just going to go in and vote, but I am making this just so you guys will know who to vote for. If you're a conservative, if you care about our country, if you've heard all about the human trafficking problem, all kinds of issues that we have here in Hawaii, you're sick of the illegal, unlawful lockdown, you're sick of the finances being tied up that were given to Hawaii for the people that are still not being utilized correctly. If you are completely just sick of the whole corona coma mask, the whole 9 yards, and you have woken up and you want to restore de jure lawful government that is actually constitutional and protects our inalienable rights, this is who you're going to want to vote for. So this morning I spoke with my dear friend Ron Curtis. I've known him for 3 years since he ran against Mazie Hirono. I literally know this man. I have driven him around. I met him at Alelo back 3 years ago, so it was just by God that we met. And he's really the real deal. He's retired independent contractor for the government. And when I first met him, he told me his job was always to go in and save money and cut costs. And his average was 30%. So if you're wanting to really get rid of the deep state, the total control, and turn the power back to the people, which is what Trump's all about, is getting the power back to the people. We have two different kinds of government. We have what's called de facto and we have what's called de jure. We haven't seen de jure government, which is for the people, by the people, in over 150 years. Since 1871, the American people have been completely deceived when they basically took us off the gold standard, and that was 1933, but they turned us into debt slaves when I think it was the 13th or 14th Amendment, I'm not sure, I have to look it up, but they turned all the so-called folks from the South after the war into U.S. citizens. But what they actually did was trick everybody in the entire country and turn them into what we call all capital fictions. So in order to get us back to de jure government, we have to have people who understand the Constitution and will fight for your rights. Most of the Democrats, they are completely sold out banksters. They are bought and sold. They have been for years. And they've really taken over Hawaii because, let's face it, we're 49th in the country on education. We have one of the worst education systems in the entire world. It's embarrassing. And the people here are perishing for lack of knowledge. So I spoke with Ron Curtis, my friend, this morning, and said, give me the skinny on all the conservative picks that will actually go back to de jure government. He's teaching people about what de jure is versus de facto. Okay, so here's your pick. If you want a conservative, prosperous, healthy, happy Hawaii, you're going to, of course, want to pick for
Don. Help me plan it, and you're already attacking.
I was just